We are Movie Menu Reviews, your gods of podcast. On today's menu, we will be reviewing Thor Ragnarok.
Woo! Nice.
Woo!
Welcome, ladies and gents. I'm Dan the Man Muñoz, host of Movie Menu Reviews, your weekly movie news and reviews podcast. Here on episode 166.
Woo!
166.
And we are live on Facebook. Thank you if you're watching, and thank you for watching later on. We are joined by special guest, Nat the Nerd Girl, Natalie Tindle. Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you. It's been a while.
It's
As
in
it
this
has,
ungodly hour.
At the ungodly hour for a Saturday. It's just unacceptable.
How many people are hungover? This includes the audience. How many people? Not me.
No.
No. Maybe.
No.
Just a little.
Also joined here is our senior panelist and co-host, Z!
Hey, guys.
Welcome. Also here is my co-host, Mike Stay!
Hey!
Oh, that was really loud, guys. I think we're all awake now. As Nat said, we are reviewing Thor Ragnarok. Unfortunately, we don't have time for movie news since we're on a tight schedule today. So we're going to go straight into the review of Thor. So I'm going to toss the hosting duties over to Mike, as I did watch this movie. Mike, whenever you're ready.
All right. So the movie we're reviewing is Thor Ragnarok, directed by Taika Waititi, written by Eric Pearson and Craig Kyle. The movie stars Chris Hemsworth, Tom Hiddleston, Cate Blanchett, Idris Elba, Tessa Thompson, Jeff Goldblum, and Mark Ruffalo. Here's the plot. Thor is imprisoned on the other side of the universe and finds himself in a race against time to get back to Asgard and stop Ragnarok, the destruction of his homeworld, and end the Asgardian civilization, at the hand of an all-powerful new threat, the ruthless Hela. Now, depending on your review, I will decide if this movie's worth a dine-in, watch it in theaters, take out, wait and watch it at home, or leftovers. I don't know. Was this? I remember part one. Like,
toss yourself into the trash.
no,
into Satan's butthole.
Oh, okay.
Satan's anus.
Anus.
Sa-
Thank you.
yeah.
There it is. Satan's anus.
That sounds like a bad restaurant. Or
No, isn't it?
or like
or a good restaurant.
Or a good.
No. We already heard about Z's bowel movement ideas,
But they
and
haven't.
everything.
They haven't heard my pitch yet.
Yeah, I think.
There's no need. There's really not. Just
Basically,
save
I
yourself.
don't think I heard about the pitch either.
No,
Yeah,
well,
based
this
on Dan's
is
look, he
after.
doesn't want
No,
to.
this is
Yeah.
this is post show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After I leave.
All right, since you're the guest, Nat, you got first dibs on rating.
But what happens if we all get a point?
That's a good question, man. That's what everybody asks all the time.
Hey.
'Cause so whoever has the most points at the end of the season will be able to choose a segment that will air eventually.
Dot.
Yeah.
Let's just.
I think at this point I am losing on that because I
Are
gave
you?
my points away last week.
I
I don't
mean,
think you bastards have ever given me a single point.
Because we're trying to win that.
it's rigged. You don't get it. No,
It's rigged.
Actually, like, at this point, after this, as many seasons that we've done, I don't think we want to win anymore. So, I think I'm too much of a burden. It's too much of a burden.
way too much work to do
I think I'm
that.
going to give my points to Nat now.
Oh,
I'm going to vote for
thanks.
Natalie, because I'm done. I don't want to win.
All two of them.
No, I think
He's
I'm in
got
the
like
lead.
you're in the lead. I think you're like at 3 or 4. Mike's probably at 2.
He's at 0.
Now I'm the wiener.
Probably.
Yeah, and I'm at 0 because I gave everything away.
Oh, aren't you nice?
No, I just didn't want to do it again.
On that note,
Yeah.
now that I'm the wiener.
So the thing about the points, though, right? Because you're a guest and we're starting this new thing. Guests' points actually roll over. So, in fact, if you do not get the full amount, you can, in fact, for the next season, if you finally get them, you can develop your own segment.
If you guys actually start giving them to me.
This is on Mike, not us.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see.
Anyway,
We'll see.
on that note,
All you need, Nat, is 10 points, and you could trade it in and do a segment of whatever you
Yeah,
want.
exactly.
Just earn up to 10 points. and
you
then-
have this look on your face like, I'm totally getting her into like something she doesn't know what she's
Yeah,
getting
because it's a
into.
lot of work.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
it's
I'm
not
plotting.
Fun.
I'm
It's
sure.
not fun.
This is evil grinning.
Can you have your? Can I give your points back to you now?
Yeah.
You can trade them only
you
once.
You can punish
No.
whoever you want.
You have to pay it forward and give it to someone else.
Yeah,
Like
there
Z.
you
Z.
go. Yeah, Z's.
No, I don't want it.
That's what we should all do. I think. Give the points to Z. All right.
But
now-
on that note, go ahead.
we digress a lot.
Rate this film, Nat.
I say dine in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree. Dine in.
I
dine in
I
with like dessert and.
All right.
I wish I could disagree and try to argue a point, but I can't. This
You
was,
know, I
was
actually
a
thought
dine-in.
you were going to. I really did, because when I saw it after the movie, I was like,
Z's gonna hate it.
Z is gonna freaking hate this.
No,
movie.
this was an improvement on Doctor Strange, which was completely unbalanced.
No.
This was an improvement on Guardians of the Galaxy, because Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was really unbalanced. This one, I did hear and read a lot of reviews about how it was unbalanced with the pacing. I honestly didn't find a problem with it.
I
thought
didn't
it was
either.
I
thought it
didn't
was
either.
exactly what I wanted, which was fun. It was a lot of fun. And I just watched this afterwards. I was super exhausted. I wasn't into okay, I gotta watch a movie. But it was still an enjoyable ride because, Chris Hemsworth should be a comedian. He's amazing. He's just really, really funny. Did you just do the Stranger Things thing?
You did Dustin.
Did you just do a Dustin?
Dustin.
You just did Dustin.
I still can't do it like Eartha Kitt.
Yeah,
because no
yeah.
one can.
It's
Anyway.
It's okay. The thing doing it as Dustin is a big compliment too. So
Yeah.
you should feel.
I'm
honored.
totally the Dustin of the group.
So, yeah, it was a lot of fun, and it's just such a funny film. Taiki did a great job with the comedy.
Taika.
Taika?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Taika. Yeah,
Taika did a great job with the comedy. Now
thing-
there
the thing-
are some problems with it,
Wait,
though,
before you
and
do
we'll
that-
talk about it later.
No, before you do, I love the fact that Taika directed this because I love What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah.
And I love.
Yeah, it's a good
Hunt for the Wilder People.
Yes, but it was funny because when they announced him as the director for Thor Ragnarok, he's been trolling fans of Marvel, and
Yes,
he
has.
had tweeted,
That's great.
So how many explosions are you supposed to have in an action film? And the fans were like, "What? This guy doesn't know what he's doing." It's like,
That's great.
it was so I know it because I watched his comedy stuff. I knew his sense of humor.
I was gonna say you gotta know the whole dry Flight of the Conchords kind of
it's
humor.
So funny.
It's like you either get it or you don't.
Yeah.
So going in, I was expecting this movie to be so much fun, and I was not disappointed. It was a blast.
It was actually a lot funnier than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I think coming off of The Dark World, which I know how
Oh my god, it was terrible.
I know how
it was
you
god
feel about
awful.
it.
Yeah.
I actually thought it was somewhat
because you
entertaining
like well,
because I like Thor. I know.
yes, that's it.
But
Yeah, I
I
know.
mean, not only that. I mean, I thought it was good, but I do feel now looking back that movie took itself way
It
too
did.
seriously.
Hey, look at that.
But so I was expecting some comedic breaks like we see in some of the trailers, but I definitely wasn't expecting. I mean, I had tears in my eyes at one point because I was laughing so hard.
That's a good sign.
It's
But
a
I
really
think
good sign.
it is.
I feel like the way though how people love the Hulk in Avengers.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Joss Whedon helped Chris Hemsworth get the comedy out more in Avengers as well because he was pretty funny in that.
Oh yeah, he
And
was.
so it was sad that they didn't let him loose in the Dark World, but that Taika let him loose in this film.
I'm really
I see.
curious to see how he is in Infinity War.
Yeah,
That'll
me
be
too.
interesting. I'm kind of curious to see how everyone's going to
Yes,
be in Infinity
yeah.
War, obviously. But
But
Yeah.
we're also talking about Chris Hemsworth, but it's also talking about the other cast, like Kate Blanchett.
Yeah.
Oh my
gosh,
God.
she is kick-ass, badass.
dude,
a
I
great
want
villain.
I want that
The
like
horns?
The
horn
horns, yeah.
helmet thing.
I'm
Like
sure
that's so cool.
It looks unwieldy though. I feel like obviously it was CGI, but actually wearing that would be so difficult on your neck because it's just a lot of ornament, just blades everywhere. And as soon as she does a peel back, right? Because she does her hands, she moves
she
them back.
does this hair slick back
Yeah.
thing, and then
And-
all of a sudden you have cool horns.
You've got the horns appearing.
So
yeah.
Kate Blanchett plays Hela, the goddess of death,
Oh, okay.
and so she's just like a badass. We don't want to spoil where she comes from and who she is.
Yeah.
but she's a very.
She's
But
badass.
we should be very clear, though.
Great
Comic
villain.
book fans, they do change her backstory
Yeah, they do.
a lot.
They do.
I was literally shocked, not only because like I know about Hela's backstory, and so when they reveal who she is in the MCU, you were like, oh fuck, cool.
It actually makes like a lot of sense.
Yes, and it does. In fact, I mean that, and it's just funny because when I finished watching it, my brother asked me, "Does it do the thing that Marvel movies always do? Set up movies for the next ones?" And in fact, they are setting up Hela's character, but without actually setting it up.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Interesting.
because
But
yeah.
it's very subtle. It's not like they're like
It's an unforced
bam.
setup.
Oops.
just like that, Dan.
Oh,
That
was
could have been really bad.
that was an
it's empty.
unforced.
Okay. I was like,
Dan's destroying the Dan smash.
No, Dan's like, I like this more. So they set things up really well, and you don't even realize that they're setting it up because you're just having such a good time with it. And again, that was something that all the other previous Marvel movies, which I already named, didn't really know how to do correctly because it just felt like somebody was slipping parts of other movies in. Now, Doctor Strange does appear in this movie, so well, let's talk about the story. Oh, do you want to continue talking about actors, Dan?
Yeah, let's talk about actors.
Okay,
instead.
cool.
Like Tessa Thompson is also a badass.
I
and
thought
she
really
she kind of bugged me.
Did she?
She
In what
kinda
way?
bugged
In
me.
what way?
I didn't. I wasn't convinced by her being a super badass. I felt like
Really?
I
she
don't
was
know.
a total
I don't
badass.
know. Okay, she was, but like
And
there
an
was
alcoholic.
something-
And alcoholic.
right? I know there was something. I don't know. I need to see it again, which I'll see it like 17 more times, of course. So
yeah.
maybe after like time number 3 or 4, then I'll be like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah, but Tessa, I like Tessa,
I think,
and I was
like
really
her as an
scared.
actress. I thought she was really great.
Oh no, she's
yeah.
good. Like it's nothing on her talent or anything. It's just
The character.
the character.
Oh, it's the
Okay.
character.
It wasn't Tessa
So-
Thompson. She's great, but
Yeah.
no, it was just her character. I don't
So
know.
Yeah.
which
Ri-
I
more
also,
the
which
writing?
I also like.
That could be
I liked
sheer.
her background.
That could be sheer jealousy, though.
That could be. It could be.
It could be.
It's just jealousy.
So I'm just jealous.
At least you admit it. I
So
guess.
Tessa Thompson, one, I was
I
afraid
don't
that
like
she was
sitting
gonna
in the
be.
middle anymore, by the way, because I'm like,
Oh,
Dan, Z, Dan,
all right,
Z.
fair enough. But I was actually really scared of her performance because I had seen her interview. I was like, ooh, maybe she won't fit in. But I thought she fit really well. So Tessa Thompson's character, she plays of a Valkyrie. Now she's called Valkyrie, but
Valkyrie,
Valkyrie. Where?
not Val Carey.
Oh,
That's
I'm sorry.
like
Valkyrie.
Val Kilmer's ugly cousin or something.
I mean, sure.
Or Val Kilmer himself.
Val Kilmer.
I mean, did you see the snowman? Like, come on. So in the part of the Asgardian lore, whenever a group of people die that are part of the same cohort, they inherit the power. So Tessa Thompson's character has all the power of the Valkyries in the same way. Did I pronounce that right?
Not really.
No,
but
Damn
it's
it.
Not
okay.
really.
I'll let it go. It's
All right,
fine.
all right. So she is like super strong, super badass, and an alcoholic, which just makes for the comedy a lot more because like her relationship with the
first
Hulk.
time you see her.
Oh yeah. The first setup.
Wait,
No, don't ruin that.
I'm not
That's-
gonna say
yeah.
anything. I'm just gonna say it. There were a lot of things I felt in the movie, especially in the beginning. I won't spoil anything, but there's a cameo in the beginning, and it really kind of sets up.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I saw the cameo, and I was like, "Oh, we're going there."
Oh,
Okay.
that was a good cameo.
Oh my
That
god, that
was-
was one of the times I was the loudest person in the theater
Yeah,
laughing.
yeah.
I just thought it was so
I
hilarious.
literally just went like, "What the
I
fuck?"
was like,
It was just weird.
I
So-
saw it, and I'm like, "Is that?"
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
Of
So
course.
there are cameos. You don't know who's in them, but there if
I
you're
mean, there's one that's pretty
Yeah.
obvious cameo.
There's-
yeah. He like literally winks at the camera. But
Right.
Also, though, and it sticks up with the. I mean, Stan Lee has a cameo as well, obviously.
As
Duh.
And
usual.
that was a funny cameo.
Yeah.
it was yeah.
that was a good one. Yeah.
So what happens is that in the story, Thor returns to
Wait,
Asgard.
hold on.
Oh, are we still talking about
Tom Hiddleston.
Oh.
What did we think of Tom Hiddleston as
Yeah.
Loki?
I always love Loki.
Yeah. He was
I
interesting.
liked. I We got to
And
see.
Mark
you get to
Ruffalo.
see. Oh, I know he was great.
Oh, Ruffalo was good.
But I think one of the things that I really like is you kind of get to see a slightly different side of Loki and
Yes,
Thor's
I agree.
relationship, which I thought was really refreshing. And I mean, he ties in the comedy really well.
yeah.
More brotherly, or
yeah,
they're more brotherly.
Yeah, they are
Okay.
more brotherly, and it's just kind of interesting to see their dynamic when they're not just head to head with each other.
yeah.
got it.
But
They are very funny together.
they're
really
really
are.
funny. I
Yeah.
mean, they're.
I mean,
there's
they've
a
worked on so
couple
many films
scenes.
together, but
Yeah.
they do have
Yeah.
that comedic timing with each other where they're
They
comfortable. and
do.
jump
Oh, I
around.
know.
It's really good.
Their
Yeah.
chemistry is on point.
And I think what
mean,
works a lot with this movie that's different is that Loki is the butt of the joke in every scene possible. And I think
I
that
don't want to do Get Out.
yeah, and so it really, really helps the relationship because you've only seen Loki in one light, and I think Tom
Yeah.
Hiddleston, I think he might have enjoyed playing something different because it's no longer like him, kneel before me. There's even a scene, I think it's in the trailer, where like Hela tells him, kneel, and he's like, excuse me?
What?
Yeah, so it's funny seeing Loki in a different position, and that allows for the comedy and for the relationship between Thor and Loki to actually develop a lot more because you start to realize that Thor's a bit of a dick. Like he's a
He's
He
a
is a dick,
pompous
but-
asshole.
he
yeah.
really
He
is.
is,
Like they
but-
really
But I
played
mean,
it.
So
he's
is he
the
I
god.
forgive him.
He's the god of thunder.
No, absolutely no. The Lord of Thunder. No, because he really is like just this bumbling fool who has superpowers. He's just he plays a surfer blonde. Like he's not really
Point Break.
Yes, no Point Break. Like he really is just this really dumb mass of meat, and that makes also for a
And
good
that's
relationship
okay.
with Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. And in this one, Hulk is a
I
bum.
totally prefer you. Like, that's so funny.
That is something else, though.
Their relationship
that's cool.
too was.
That's what I
great.
mean. It was really well
Mark
played out.
Ruffalo, well, the Hulk and and Bruce Banner
Yeah.
with Thor, both dynamics were great.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
Yeah, and because they're the same person basically, and they're literally sitting in the bed and they're going like you and I are kind of the same. Like we both like fiery things. No, but I like fiery things.
Hulk like raging fire, Thor like
Water.
like water.
This is in the trailer, by the way. so-
Yeah, it is in the trailer.
No,
And-
I remember.
And Thor, Mark Ruffalo's Thor, is a big ass baby, and it's
It's-
really
yeah, it's
funny to
funny.
watch. He actually throws a tantrum in this one, and I literally went, oh, because
Who throws the tantrum?
the Hulk.
Like
okay.
actually kind of
He does it huffing and puffing and like
2-year-old frustration.
Yeah, it was really good. And Mark Ruffalo, again, Mark Ruffalo is really funny. I didn't know this.
I think one of the things that I enjoyed the most was just how
Sorry, I just reminded when Mark Ruffalo jumps off the.
Yes. No, don't say anything. Yes.
He jumps
I'll
off
show-
something.
I'll show you
no,
who
no,
I
no,
am.
I just like the.
See, now you know.
Yeah,
I just,
yeah, no.
That just popped in my
It's
head.
really, really funny. You should really watch it.
I
It's,
kind of
yeah.
forgot about that for a minute.
Would you say this is probably the best comedy this year so far?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
oh
yeah,
yeah.
I think so. Yeah,
It's, I
absolutely.
mean, it is a straight up comedy. I mean, I definitely think it is. But
No, don't get us wrong. There's some pretty awesome action in
there
here.
are.
Wow.
I think
The
I
fight
thought there was
scenes
a
are pretty cool.
really good balance between the action and like character
Are-
development.
yeah.
But one of the things I think that I really like the most is, you know, Thor does have his own movies. Hulk, one of these days they need to do it right.
Well, yeah.
Well, it's distribution
yeah,
rights.
they're
and
restricted.
stuff.
Yeah, they're restricted to doing that. That's
Because
why.
Whatever.
Universal still has.
So
them.
if we're on
Stupid
action,
Universal. Why
Yeah.
can't all these companies just like
get along.
get along?
Go for it, Rodney
Like-
King.
like-
Because the amount of money they would make if we the people actually
No,
developed the MCU, it would be really cool.
Yeah. So are we done with the acting? Because I want to talk
Yeah.
about the action. So
No,
I saw it.
wasn't done.
I saw it in the theater where where it looked really bad.
Oh,
What
where
theater
go?
did you go?
I went to a movie grill.
What is that?
It's like one of those like fancy theaters where people bring you food and
Movie
and
grill?
Yeah. So
oh,
it's,
so like
what's the company,
Cinelux?
though?
yeah, it's like that. Yeah, where they bring you the food. You can.
Then why did it look bad?
I don't know, and I think now, right? Because we
as much
It's
as
funny
you
'cause
pay, as much as you pay for those tickets,
well,
like
I
you
got
want
it.
it
Listen,
to
I
look
got
good.
I got it for free, so it was fine.
Oh, whatever.
But the
Well,
thing,
I saw it in like a shitty theater, but it was great.
okay,
And
I
they brought
saw
you
it.
food?
I saw it in a theater where
saw
they
it at
did
IMAX.
serve booze, and we had the reclining chairs, and it looked great. And
Okay.
I paid like $10.
Yeah.
Where were we at?
Was it Cinelux?
No, Edwards.
Edwards.
I saw
okay.
Edwards too.
So
But I saw it in Southgate.
all right, so,
Edwards Southgate. Whoa.
so now, dude, damn it! All right, so I've been to Southgate one. That's a really interesting.
Okay,
It's,
guys.
Actually a nice theater.
it's really nice. theater.
Focus.
So what I'm gonna say is this: like,
See, this is what happens
That's
when
great.
they make us wake up at dark 30. I think I got up earlier than all of you. Obviously,
probably.
you got up at 3 in the morning.
What?
You said dark 30. No, isn't that? No, that's like
No,
12:30.
that's
That's 12:30.
I was still awake. At
Anyways,
12:30.
we're completely off the review.
delirious.
Um,
That's what I was getting.
So what
at.
I would say is watch it in a good theater because I think the action does look flimsy in a bad theater.
There
Did you
were
guys watch
actually
it?
there
Did
were
you guys
a
watch it in
couple-
3D?
No,
Oh, I did.
That shit gives me a headache, man. I can't do it.
4D, Dan?
no.
Yes, this movie would be great in 4D because it's in space.
It might actually. I might agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
So
feel like you're in the spaceship. It's fun.
It is. But anyway, what I was going to
So-
say earlier before I was so rudely interrupted by Z, I think one of my favorite parts. I love you. I think it's really cool to see the different sides of the characters. It feels so much more personal. Like you can really tell. Like, okay, these guys have known each other for years. Like
So it's just showing on the set.
it really is. And it kind of just. I mean, not that I need to be any more excited for Infinity War, but it made me really excited to see now that we've done these. What is it?
Setups?
When a cast ensemble cast. There we go.
Ensemble.
'Cause I'm not like smacking stuff. We've done these ensemble casts, and even though like Civil War still felt like an Avengers movie, obviously, which I think that was just them going, "We're gonna tide you over a little bit,"
Yeah.
but yeah, it's interesting to see just their personalities. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah, I did read
and there's
I'm
even
sorry.
there's even one part that you almost break the fourth wall, kind of. And again, I just think it's a great setup for
Yeah.
everything to come. And it was kind of a nice like break almost
Okay.
I
From
agree.
the
I
usual
agree.
from the
Marvel?
usual Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
it didn't feel. I mean, I don't want to call Marvel formulaic, but
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
is.
no, I agree.
It is,
I
and
agree.
I thought this was a really nice kind of sidetrack.
yeah,
Mhm.
From that.
and it's mainly because it doesn't involve Earth. It doesn't involve the planet falling apart. It
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
involve
true.
like it's about the people in this story, right? Thor is trying to rescue his people, and it's a much more personal story, and that's what makes it a
Well, yeah,
better
it's
film.
a very personal story, especially with
Okay.
Hela being a great villain.
Yes.
Okay. So great villain, great chemistry between the cast.
Yeah.
Funny.
Fun plot.
Okay, what I do want to discuss here is Carl Urban.
Yeah,
A
disappointed?
little bit.
Yeah, wasted, kind of.
A little bit. He
Really?
is so.
Yeah.
Granted, the first scene that you see him,
It's really
awesome.
good. Yeah.
It's really good. But
what do you call the? No, we can't spoil it. It's. I was gonna say like what did he call the
Well,
just,
Taika,
no,
also,
no.
though, Taika makes an appearance, though you don't see him. He's a CGI character
he's a
that's
CGI
hilarious.
character.
Korg.
Yeah.
Great. Pretty funny. We're going to have to wrap it up soon, so let's go ahead and give our final thoughts.
Yeah.
Or do you have anything you want to mention? You said
Or-
there was an article, Mike?
Oh yeah, no, I was just reading an article about Taika Waititi and how it was on set with him as a director and how he kept everything like
Light and funny?
They said it felt like a nonstop party, and
That's
everybody
kinda-
loved it.
yeah, I
it really
think
feels
that's-
that way.
I think that's really reflected in the movie where you can tell they're having a blast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Like, I'm sure
yeah.
that was so much fun to
Yeah.
film.
And
Yeah,
also-
no, absolutely.
Yeah.
And just to add to another thing, 'cause I know we got to wrap it up, but the movie is 2 hours long. It doesn't feel inflated. It
So
feels like
doesn't
it's
feel
just
like it.
right.
The pacing is really good in this film.
Yeah,
it
and
is.
so you really kind of like flow right through it, and as soon as you're done, you're like, "No, I want more,"
Oh,
which
I
is
know.
something I never say
Well,
about a Marvel film.
Though I will say, the post-credit scenes are not great.
No, they're not good.
I was
can walk-
disappointed.
you can
in
walk
it.
out.
I was disappointed.
No,
Yeah,
no,
okay.
wait for the first one, and then leave the second
yeah,
one.
Okay.
the second one you don't have to watch at
Yeah.
all.
Well,
it's,
but
it's
it's-
kind of a waste.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got
But
it.
if you're already sitting there, you might as well just watch. I mean, the first
Well, the first post-credit scene
the
is like a
first
small
one
little,
is like
a small setup.
a small
Oh,
setup
it's a-
and whatever.
No, it's a big setup.
Well,
No, it's a big
It
setup.
is a big
I mean,
setup.
It is, but
It's
it's
a
like
big
a tiny,
setup.
big setup.
Okay.
It's a
tiny
not.
big.
Literally
it's
like
a
little big setup.
Literally like a
non-obvious.
minute or 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean it's kind of obvious, but not.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Well,
And
whatever.
yeah.
But like the other one is just kind of like an extra bone thrown at. You know.
It's similar to like Iron Man 3 post credit where it's Tony Stark talking to.
Okay.
like
Spider-Man.
the
Like it's
Avengers
not-
one with
like
the
it does-
shawarma. Like
Well, no, 'cause
Yeah.
that was funny.
that was hilarious.
Yeah. I
the
can
one
see it.
with Tony Stark and Bruce Banner was like, oh, really? Okay.
I don't know, but there's something that cracked me up the most. You guys will know obviously what I'm talking about, but the jeans problem.
Yes.
was
Yeah.
really. Funny.
Yeah. No, that was really good. Yeah. All right.
All right.
It's just go see it.
Go
it's
see
hilarious.
it. There's a lot of jokes per minute in this. You'll
Okay.
So the reason why I want to watch it again is because there's so many jokes you're laughing through. Other
4D?
jokes.
You're-
Okay.
You laugh
You're going
through
with-
stuff.
Yeah, 4D.
Yeah.
4D
You
easy.
don't have
No.
4D by me.
No, there's one.
Whoa.
4D now.
Let's go watch it right now.
yeah.
Since you're up here.
I'm gonna go home and take a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a nap while in 4D.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you can't.
Drilling on yourself.
Yeah.
All right, Mike. Well, go ahead and let you
Yeah.
rate
Mike,
this film.
go see the movie.
This sounds like a dine-in.
Yeah.
Yay!
Definitely.
Yay!
Everybody gets a point.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Everybody give their points to Z.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I don't want to win this game anymore.
Wait. Are you guys being serious? I don't want the points.
I'm just.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
kidding.
Please don't give me the points.
I'm gonna give you half
no,
a point.
no, I don't want any. of
half
those.
a point
Nope,
just to
nope,
irritate you.
Nope. No, there are no halfsies in this one. Sorry.
Stupid.
Who made that rule? You could do whatever you want now. Don't let him trick you.
That
That
is
there's rules.
Oh,
to
no,
this.
no, that's
There's
true.
no rules to this.
We have actually given half points before when I
Yes, we have.
refused to give you guys some points. That's right.
You know what? Then you get a quarter of a point.
Whoa. Fuckity doo
Z,
dah.
Z
You
gets a quarter of a point. Everyone else gets different. No, well, thank you very much for reviewing it.
Yeah, thank you
I'll
for
go.
hosting, Mike.
No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and take the hosting duties back from you.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks, Nat, for being here on the show. Anything you'd like to promote? To go ahead and since you are.
Well, I've
resident
been
Marvel-
saying every time I'm here that my blog will get up and running again.
But you did rename it. I don't think you've been on the show since you renamed it.
That's true, but unfortunately, the rename is not gonna work.
Oh, bummer.
It's a major struggle, but I mean, it'll be kind of interesting to see because I have some other ideas of where I'm going with it. But follow Citizen Nerd on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. That gets updated a lot for my random, Marvel shit that I like or some coffee.
Are you just saying
Sure.
words now?
Yeah, it's there's just it is so downhill from here, man.
Her face
It's-
hit the oatmeal.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
I had enough coffee to just get me through the review.
Nice.
So now it's just
Now
all
it's out.
downhill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Yeah, no,
right.
hi, I'm Nat the Nerd Girl. You can stalk me via these guys. And happy
I think Nat is accidentally asleep, but she's
happy
still talking.
Hanukkah.
This is all a dream.
Happy Kwanzaa. Is this real life?
Nice. I like turtles.
All right, thank you, Z, for
What?
being on
Oh,
the
okay.
show
Yeah,
as well.
I can count to purple backwards.
Thank you, Mike, for hosting.
You're
And
very
I'm
welcome.
Dan the Man, and we say go watch Thor Ragnarok in theaters. Make sure to like us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you if you watched us live, or if you're watching us on Facebook Live, or if you're
Z's
listening to
over
us.
it. He's done.
No, Z. Or if you can find us on iTunes, SoundCloud, or Stitcher. Subscribe to us there. There's many places to watch our show and listen to us, so please do share, like, and comment. And we hope you enjoy your weekend. We'll be back for our new episode next week. Thank you. Goodbye. Only I dance. No, I'm kidding. The Simpsons Conan O'Brien joke.